Raina from Rockhampton sent me a lovely email saying, Richo, I really love baking biscuits, but I'm all confused about which flour to use. Raina, you want to use this flour, the biscuit, pastry and cake flour. It's light and fluffy, doesn't have a lot of protein in it, which means it'll keep everything nice and fluffy and airy, which I know is the way you like it. Now I'm going to make some chocolate chip biscuits, or sometimes, I used to live in the States, we call them cookies over there, but here in Australia, they are biscuits. And it starts with a cup and a half or 165 grams of brown sugar. Now I love using brown sugar because it has such a caramelly flavour. It's one of my favourite sugars in the world. But I'm also going to add 100 grams of white sugar. Now to put that together, I'm going to crack an egg right into the middle of it and then stir it around with my wooden spoon until it becomes nice and creamy. Now, Raina, the trick is to get it nice and creamy like this. Now, I'll add some butter here. This is half a cup of melted butter. Pour it straight in there like that. And while we're going for it, we might as well chuck everything else in. Some baking powder, half a teaspoon, and some flour. This is the really good flour, and I always make sure I measure my flour very accurately. This recipe requires 1 1/4 cups, so make sure you get that right. There's my quarter measurement in there, and my 1 cup of flour. Whenever I do this over the bowl, I risk slipping all the flour in there, so make sure you get it nice and accurate. In that goes, and of course, a little bit of vanilla. I'll take the lid off that one and pour in about a teaspoon. Now, all you have to do, Raina, is stir this around until it's nicely combined, and then fold in the chocolate. Now, when you're making a dough like this, you've got to be careful not to overwork it. Remember, we want our biscuits to be nice and crisp. So just mixing it around till everything's combined is all you need to do. And then, of course, make sure there's no lumps in there. I'm going to put the chocolate through it. Dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate, whatever chocolate you like. Just fold it all through like that till it's nicely combined. And as the biscuit cooks in the oven, the chocolate will melt and make it even more flavoursome. Now that's mixed together beautifully. This is my little trick. I get some baking paper like that, tear it off, and then put the biscuit dough into the middle of it. I like to roll it up into a log so I can form really, really easy biscuit shapes. With my rubber scraper, I'll clean everything off and then roll it up. The baking paper makes it so much easier. Fold it over like that and then squeeze it out till you've got the right thickness you want. Twist off the edge like that, and then pop this in the fridge for about half an hour to set. Once it's set, I'll slice it into my biscuits, pop it onto the tray, into the oven at 180 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes until they're cooked. These will be delicious, Raina. They look great, don't they? Beautiful biscuits. And Raina, you'd have to agree, these are going to be delicious. I'm going to put some milk in there because this is the only way to have biscuits. You come home from school or work or whatever, you grab some beautiful milk and tuck into a chocolate chip biscuit. And you can see this, the chocolate's still a little bit melted. That is really good. And in the words of that great biscuit aficionado, Cookie Monster, cookies!